It's important for people to understand what's going on in our business. So when we look at the third quarter, actually, lots of our businesses did quite well. The client business did very well. The data center business did very well. We did have a problem with the GPU, particularly in the channel. We had some elevated inventory levels going into the third quarter, and those ended up being a little bit larger than expected. But when you look overall at the business, actually we're pretty happy with how the business is shaping up, particularly around new products. You know, Jim, if we looked at it a year ago, we talked about how new products were going to drive, AMD's growth and AMD's market expansion. And going into the fourth quarter, we're going to have over 50% of our revenue in those new products around, processors, around data center, around GPUs in the data center. So I think the product story is doing quite well. And then to your question about, a year from now, I mean, it is all about, products and product competitiveness. We love our markets. We think the data center market is a strong market and will continue to be strong. And our goal is to gain market share on the strength of our new products and our 7-nanometer competitiveness.
All right, so let's talk about this inventory issue, because people are going to focus on that, whether they're not going to focus on the better gross margins, at least not today. Two things that I'm hearing. One is that obviously there was in the channel, there was a lot of demand for, let's say, for crypto and for blockchain. But there's also another line of thought that I'm getting from the bears in AMD, which is that people are waiting or starting to buy the NVIDIA chip, and that's the problem.
Yes, so let's talk about GPUs. I think GPUs in general are a very good market, and we consider it a growth market. Now, what we had is a very strong first half of the year. There was a lot of demand for GPUs in the first half of the year, and frankly, we were undersupplied.
Right.
And so in that case, people build up inventories, and when the demand tailed off a bit, there's some extra inventories in the channel. This happens from time to time. We'll work through it, we'll manage through it. And as it goes to our competitiveness, look, we think GPUs are extremely important. We're investing strongly in both the hardware and software, and I think you will see new products coming out from us as well that will be very competitive.
All right, one last question before I turn it over to my colleagues. Lisa, I thought you would have killed it, given how poorly Intel is doing right now. I thought you would have taken great share. I think your chips are better and cheaper, and I cannot believe I said that, because for 30 years I've said the opposite. Why did you not annihilate Intel this quarter?
Well, as you know, Jim, we're always on a journey, and it is a journey. I will say, I believe we gained share in the third quarter in our processor business. We'll see how the results come out, but we were very strong in desktop and notebook, and we increased our units and revenue in server as well. But it's a multi-quarter journey, and we look at it as we're going to increase again in the fourth quarter. We have a very strong roadmap in 2019. Customers are engaging deeply with us on the cloud and the OEM side. So I do believe we will gain share, and it is a journey that I always try to remind people.